Hello friends, how are you all? I hope you all are doing well. I am preacher of Bhagavad Gita and today I come with very special lecture. Today I am going to talk about advent of Lord Krishna, the birth of Lord Krishna. What was the requirement for taking birth of Lord Krishna? Why did Lord Krishna take a birth on this earth? But before I start my lecture, I would like to introduce Srimad Bhagavatam. I am having Srimad Bhagavatam and I am directly preaching from Srimad Bhagavatam. So it is very easy to make all of you understand. And this is a Srimad Bhagavatam written by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Mahaprabhupada from ISKCON temple. And this is a most authentic source. The difference between Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita is what Lord Krishna had done in his life, throughout of his life. It is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. The 10 incarnation of Lord Sri Hari Vishnu mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, and what Lord Krishna said in the battle of Kurukshetra or Mahabharata, that is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So this is a major difference. And let's start about the birth of Lord Krishna. Advent of Lord Krishna, Sri Hari Krishna, Sri Vasudev. Advent of Lord Krishna. कथितो वंश विस्तारो भवता सोम सूर्यो राजा जो भय वंश्यना चरित परमाभूतदम. Here Lord Krishna said, the King Parishit said, here King Parishit said, my dear Lord, you have elaborately described the dynasty of both moon god and also sun god with the exalted and wonderful character of their kings. You have already described the dynasty of Lord Moon, God Moon and also Sun. But now, I just want to know, here Maharaja Parishit asked to Sukdev Goswami, here asked about to understand about the birth of Lord Krishna and all. So in the 9th canto and 24th chapter, Sukdev Goswami summarized the activity of Krishna, and he spoke how Krishna had personally appeared to reduce the burden on earth. How Lord Krishna had personally appeared to reduce the burden on earth, and how he had manifested his pastime as a householder, and how soon after his birth he had transferred himself to his Vrajabhumi Leela. And Parikshit Maharaja, being naturally a devotee of Krishna and wanted to hear more about Krishna, therefore to encourage Sukdev Goswami to continue speaking about Krishna and give further detail, he thanked Sukdev Goswami for having described the activities of Lord Krishna in brief. Sukdev Goswami had said, Jato gatah pitah grabah vrajam idi tarato hatva rupuna sutva satani karto yudara utapayada tesu purusa karta bhuviya samije. And atman atma nigamam parthasya jagnesha. Here Supreme Personality of God is Sri Krishna, known as a Leela Purushottam. Leela Purushottam. Lord Krishna is known as a Leela Purushottam and appeared as a son of Vasudev, but immediately left his father's home and went to Vrindavan to expand his loving relationship with his confidential devotees. In Vrindavan, the Lord killed many demons, and afterward he returned to Dwarika, where according to Vedic principle he married many wives who were best of women, and begot through them 100 of the sons, and performed the sacrifice his own worship to establish the principle of householder life. So this is said in Bhagavatam, canto number 9, chapter number 24, verse number 66. Here Parikshit Maharaj further asked to Sukdev Goswami, O best of Muni, you have already described the descendant of Yadu, and who were very pious and strictly adherent to the religious principles. Now if you will kindly describe the wonderful glories and activities of Lord Vishnu or Krishna, who appeared in that Yadu dynasty with a Baldev, and he plenary expansion. Lord Krishna in Yadu Lord Krishna, and Lord Krishna is also known as Yaduvanshi, and also he appeared with Baldev, his elder brother, and Baldeva is also known as a incarnation of Seshnag. So Yadu dynasty, Lord Krishna had expanded. So I just want to know about how how did Lord Krishna expands his Yadu Vansu or Yadu dynasty. And Super Soul, the Supreme Personality Godhead Sri Krishna, the cause of all cosmic manifestation, appeared in the dynasty of Yadu. Please tell me elaborately about his glories, activities, and character from the beginning to the end of his life. I just want to know from the beginning and also end of his life about Lord Krishna and also his glory and his adventure. I want to know. Please, Sukhdev Goswami, I become your disciple. Just I want to know everything about Lord Krishna. Please tell me how did he take a birth and how did he appear and what did he do throughout his life. I just want to know everything about Lord Krishna. The glorification of the Supreme Personality Godhead Lord Krishna is performed in the Parampara system. Performed in Parampara system. That is, it is conveyed from the spiritual master to disciple. And Guru Shishya Parampara, this is most important. The spiritual master is required in order to make all of us understand about who is Lord and what is important of spirituality in our life. And the main function of spiritual master is to make all of us approach to Lord, Supreme Personality Godhead, and to show all of us a way how to reach the Lord Krishna or Supreme Personality Godhead, showing the best way to reach Lord Krishna or Supreme Personality Godhead. Such a glorification is relished by those no longer interested in false, temporary glorification of this cosmic manifestation. Description of the Lord are the right medicine. The description of the Lord are right medicine for the conditioned soul undergoing repeated birth and death. For the conditioned soul of repeated birth and death. Therefore, we will cease hearing such a glorification of Lord except the butcher or one who is killing his own self. Lord Krishna, here Parikshit Goswami expressed about Lord Krishna, about therefore we will cease hearing such a glorification of Lord except a butcher or one who is killing his own self. Parikshit Goswami further said about Lord Krishna, पितामह में समरे महाराजन याहिर देवंत्र तातिर तीर्थस्य तिमिन ग्लिनाहि धुरातमे कौरवा सैन्य संग्राम कृत्वा वस्तापदम समयत पलवाह. Here said about taking the boat of Krishna's lotus field. Here express about Lord Krishna taking the boat of Lord Krishna's lotus feet. My grandfather Arjuna and other crossed the ocean, the battlefield of Kurukshetra, and in which such a commanders as Bhishma Deva resemble the great fish that could very easily have swallowed them. And by the mercy of Lord Krishna, my grandfathers crossed this ocean, and which was very difficult to cross. This ocean is very difficult to cross, but by the mercy of Lord Krishna, Sri Hari Vishnu, my great grandfathers crossed this ocean, and which was actually difficult to cross, and as easy as one step over the hoof print of a calf. And because my mother surrendered unto Lord Krishna's lotus feet, the Lord Sudarshana Chakra in his hand entered her womb and saved my body. Lord Krishna saved Lord Maharaj Parikshit body, the body of last remaining descendant of Kurus and also Pandavas, which was almost destroyed the fury weapons of Aswastama, Brahmastra. And Lord Sri Krishna appearing within outside of all the materially embodied living beings by his own potency in the form of eternal time, and that is Paramatma, and also Virat Rupa gave liberation to everyone, and either as cruel death as life. Kindly enlighten me by describing his transcendental characteristics. Here Maharaj Parikshit want to know about transcendental characteristic of Lord Krishna. He said, Lord Krishna saved my life by entered his Sudarshan Chakra in my mother's womb, because my mother has already surrendered unto Lord Krishna. My mother Uttara, the wife of Abhimanyu, who had surrendered unto Lord Krishna. That's why Lord Krishna successfully saved my life, and I would like to appreciate for that. I am folding my hand before Lord Krishna for saving my life. But I just want to know the transcendent characteristics of Lord Krishna. Here Maharaj Parikshit further asked to Sukdev Goswami, my dear Sukdev Goswami, you have already explained that Sankrasana, who belonged to the second quadruple, appeared the son of Rohini named of Balram. If Balram was not transferred from one body to another body, how is it possible that he was first in the womb of Devaki and when in the womb of Rohini? Kindly explain me. I just want to know, if Balram was not transferred instead of Sankrasana, then how was that possible? He was first in the womb of Devaki, then in the womb of Rohini. Kindly explain to me. Balram took a birth in the womb of Rohini because Balram was transferred from the Devaki to Rohini by Yoga Maya, and we can call her as a Subhadra. Lord Krishna further said, why did Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, leave the house of his father Vasudeva and transfer himself to the house of Nanda in Vrindavan? Where did the Lord Krishna, the master of Yadu dynasty, live with his relative in Vrindavan? I just want to know exact place of Lord Krishna's living. Lord Krishna lived both in Vrindavan and Mathura. What did he do there? Why did he kill Kans and his mother's brother? And such a killing is not at all sanctioned in his shastras. Okay, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he has no material body, yet he appears as a human being. For how many years did he live with the descendant of Vishnu, and how many wives did he marry, and for how many years did he live in Dwarka? I just want to know everything about how many years he lived in Dwarka, and how many years, how many wives he got married. I just want to know everything about Lord Krishna. O great sage, O great Muni, who know everything about Krishna, please describe in detail all the activities of which I have inquired, and also those which I have not. For I have full faith, and I am very eager to hear of them. I am very curious to understand the birth of Lord Krishna, the life of Lord Krishna, how did Lord Krishna live, and how many wives he got married, and how many years he lived in Dwarka as well as in Mathura, Vrindavan and all. I just want to know everything about Lord Krishna. So I made inquiry, and whatever I left, I also want to know about everything about Lord Krishna. So please kindly make me understand and make me inform about all things. Please describe everything about Lord Krishna. Here Maharaj Parikshit requested to Sukdev Goswami, because of my woe on the verge of death, I have given up even drinking water. Yet because I am drinking the nectar of topic about Krishna, and which is flowing from lotus mouth of your lordship, and my hunger and thirst, which are extremely difficult to hear, cannot hinder me. My hunger and thirst, understand, listen it very carefully. My hunger and thirst, which are extremely difficult to hear, cannot hinder me. I just want to know. I am feeling hungry and thirsty. Even then, I just want to know everything about Lord Krishna. So please kindly make me understand, make me know. Sukdev Goswami here started to speak. O son of Bhrigu, Saunaka Rishi. After Sukdev Goswami, the most respectable devotee, the son of Vyasadeva, heard the pious questions of Maharaj Parikshit. He thanks to the king with a great respect, and then he began to discourse on the topic concerning Krishna, which are remedy for all the suffering in this age of Kali Yuga. Means the person who can understand Krishna, the person who know everything about Krishna, the person who actually know and try to inquire the transcendental birth of Lord Krishna will surely get all kind of remedy of his material suffering. He will get he will surely get liberty from all kind of material pain, whatever he is suffering and whatever he will suffer. Lord Krishna will give all kind of remedies. Lord Krishna will definitely give all kind of liberty to that particular person who can understand about Lord Krishna, about his transcendental birth and also his Leela. This is why Lord Krishna is known as a Leela Purushottam, because he had done all kind of Leela throughout his life. Lord Krishna said, मैं लीला करता हूँ खाली, लीला पुरुषोत्तम. Sri Sukdev Goswami said, O Majesty, best of all saintly kings, because you are greatly attracted to topic of Vasudev, it is certain that your intelligence is firmly fixed in spiritual understanding. You have fixed your intelligence in a spiritual understanding, which is only true goal for humanity. Spiritual understanding, it is a true goal for humanity, because that attraction is unceasing and it is certainly sublime. It will never sublime, and also that kind of attraction is required most in order to be a human being. The Ganges emanating from the toes of Lord Vishnu purify the three worlds, the upper, middle and also lower planetary system. Similarly, when one asks the question about pastime and characteristics of Lord Vasudeva, Krishna, three varieties of men are purified: the speaker or preacher, and who inquires, and also the people who listen. Three kind of people will definitely get purification after listening about Lord Krishna. First, one who is speaker or preacher surely get purified, because he is speaking about Lord Krishna and the glories of Lord Krishna. And one who has inquired, the particular person who has asked a question, who is very curious to know about Lord Sri Hari Vishnu, Lord Krishna, that person will surely get purified. And also the people in general who listen, and general people, common people who come to know, who is listening very carefully, that particular person will surely get purification of his soul as well of his mind and intelligence, because three people will surely get purification who come to know about Lord Krishna and who actually understand about Lord Krishna. Once when the Mother Earth was overburdened by hundreds of thousands of military phalanxes of various conceit demons dressed like king, and she approached to Lord Brahma for relief. Here Maharaj Parikshit said, once upon a time when Goddess Mother Earth was overburdened by hundreds of thousands of military phalanxes of various conceit of demons, like many demons, and who actually seized the mother of earth, means Mother Earth, and overburdened it by thousands of military phalanxes. And at that time, in order to get relief, Goddess Mother or Goddess Earth approached to Lord Brahma for relief. When the world is overburdened by unnecessary military arrangement, and when various demonic kings are executive head of the state, this burden caused the appearance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Why? Means what was the actual condition for appearance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna? Here said, when the world is overburdened by the unnecessary military arrangement, and when various demonic kings are the executive head of the state, this burden caused the appearance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And at that time, this kind of burden will surely main cause for appearance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Hari Vishnu. Here said, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bharata abhyuktanam adharmasya tadatmano sujamya paritranaya sadhuna vinasaya cha duskritata dharma sanstapana arthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Whenever and whenever there is a decline of religious practices, whenever and whenever there is a declination of religious practices or descendant of Bharata, and a predominant of rise of e-religion, predominant rise of re-religions, at the time I appear myself, and this is happen in every age, and in the next age this will surely happen, because I will surely come on this particular earth in order to protect the sage people. Mother Earth assumed the form of cow. Mother Earth went to Lord Brahma in a form of cow, very much distressed. She was too much distressed, with tears in her eyes, and she appeared before Lord Brahma and told him about her misfortune. Miss Goddess Earth, Mother Earth, went to Lord Brahma in order to get a relief from overburden of demons, and also the the unethical practice on with Mother Earth. She went to Lord Brahma, and also with tears in her eyes, and also speak about her misfortune. Therefore, having heard of the distress of Mother Earth, Lord Brahma with Mother Earth, Lord Shiva, and also other demigods, Lord Shiva and also other demigods, approached to shore of the ocean of milk, shore of the ocean of milk. Therefore, having heard of the distress of Mother Earth, Lord Brahma with Mother Earth, Lord Shiva and also other demigods, Lord Shiva here is also demigod, approached the shore of ocean of milk, approached to Lord Vishnu along with Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva and also Goddess Mother Earth. These all demigods went to Lord Sri Hari Vishnu and also asked help about how to overcome from this particular situation. After reaching the shore of ocean milk, the demigods worshipped the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, the Master of all universe. Lord Vishnu, the Master of all universe, the Supreme God of all God. Lord Vishnu is Supreme God of all gods, and who provide for everyone and diminishing everyone's suffering. And with a great attention, they worship Lord Vishnu, who lies on the ocean of milk, by reciting the Vedic mantra known as Purusha Sukta. Purusha Sukta is Vedic mantra, and by which Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, Goddess Earth, Mother Earth, and also other demigods approached to Lord Sri Hari Vishnu and started to pray Lord Sri Hari Vishnu by Purusha Sukta. Purusha Sukta is also Vedic mantra, Vedic hymn. While in a trance, Lord Sri Hari Vishnu in a trance, Lord Brahma heard the word of Lord Vishnu vibrating in the sky. Thus he told the demigod that, O demigod, hear from me the order of Sri Daksha Vishnu, Siro Daksha Sahi Vishnu, the Supreme Person, and execute it attentively without delay. He will surely come without delay. Now listen, actually his vibration, I can feel his vibration, Lord Sri Hari Vishnu's vibration. Lord Brahma informed the demigod before we submitted our petition to Lord. He was already aware about the distress of earth. Lord Brahma said, before you submitted your petition to Lord Sri Hari Vishnu is already aware about whatever distress you are feeling, whatever misfortune you are feeling or you are experiencing. Consequently, for a long For as long as the Lord moves on earth to diminish it burdened by his own potency in the form of time, all of you demigods should appear through the plenary portions as son and also grandson in the family of Yadus. The Supreme Personality Godhead, Sri Krishna, who has full potency, will personally appear as a son of Vasudev. Therefore, all the wives of demigods should also appear in order to satisfy him. The Supreme Personality Godhead, Sri Krishna, who has full potency, will personally appear as a son of Vasudev. Therefore, all the wives of demigods should also appear in the order to satisfy him. All the wives of Lord Sri Hari Vishnu should have to appear with Lord Sri Krishna in order to satisfy Lord Sri Hari, Lord Krishna. Because Lord Krishna will be my incarnation. I am going to take an incarnation in Yadu dynasty. So, Mother Earth, you don't have to worry about anything. Your all kind of misfortune will surely be eradicated as soon as possible. Please be subside and please keep yourself calm and cool. That is said by Lord Sri Hari Vishnu. Foremost manifestation of Krishna in Sankrasana, who is known as Ananta. Sankrasana, Lord Krishna is also known as Ananta. Like without endless form of Lord Sri Hari Krishna, Lord Sri Hari Vishnu, endless form of Lord Krishna, Ananta. This is why he is known as Ananta, and he is the origin of all incarnation within his. Lord Sri Krishna is origin of all incarnation within this material world. Previously to the appearance of Lord Krishna, this original Sankrasana will appear as a Baldeva just to please the Supreme Lord Krishna in his transcendental pastime. Previously to appearance of Lord Krishna, this originally Sankrasana will appear as a Baldeva just to please the Supreme Lord Krishna in his transcendental pastime. This is said by Lord Sri Hari Vishnu. Lord Krishna is the original source of all the incarnation in this material world. Because whatever incarnation I have taken, the original source of my all the incarnation is only Lord Krishna. This is said by Lord Sri Hari Vishnu. The potency of the Lord known as a Vishnu Maya, and who is as a God, who is as good as a Supreme Personality Godhead, will appear with the Lord Krishna. This potency acting in the different capacities captivate all the worlds, both material and spiritual. At the request of her master, she will appear with her different potency in order to execute the work of the Lord. Sukadeva Goswami continue after thus advising the demigods and pacifying Mother Earth. The very powerful Lord Brahma, who is master of all other Prajapatis and is therefore known as a Prajapati, returned to his own abode Brahmalok. Lord Sri Brahma returned to his own Brahmalok abode. Formerly Sursena, the chief of Yadu dynasty, has gone to live in city of Mathura. There he enjoyed the place known as Mathura and Surasena. Since that time, the city Mathura has been the capital of all the king of Yadu dynasty. Mathura was capital of all the king of Yadu dynasty. The city and the district of Mathura are very intimately connected with Krishna, for Lord Krishna lives there eternally. Lord Krishna started to live there eternally. Before Lord Krishna's incarnation, before Lord Krishna's appearance. Some time ago, Vasudeva, who belonged to demigod family, the Sura dynasty, married Devaki. After the marriage, he mounted his chariot to return home with his newly married wife. This is a very interesting story about Vasudeva and also Devaki. After marriage, he married with Devaki, and after the marriage, he mounted his chariot to return home with a newly married wife, Devaki. Kans, the king of the son of King Urgasena. In order to please his sister Devaki on the occasion of her marriage, took a charge of the reins of horse and become a chariot driver. He was surrounded by hundred of golden chariot. He was surrounded by hundred of golden chariot. Devaki's father King Devaka was very much affectionate to his daughter. Therefore, while she and also her husband were leaving home, he gave her a dowry of 400 elephants nicely decorated with a golden garland. He gave her daughter the 400 elephant nicely decorated with a golden garland in a dowry. He also gave her 10,000 horses, 1800 chariot, 10,000 horses and also 1800 chariot and 200 very beautiful young maid servant. 200 very beautiful young maid servant and fully decorated with ornaments. Here, Devaka, the father of Devaki, who gave all things in a dowry to his daughter. O beloved son, Maharaj Parikshit, when the bride and also bridegroom were ready to start. Here Maharaj Parikshit said, O beloved son, Maharaj Parikshit, when bride and also bridegroom were ready to start, and council and also bugle, drum and also nettle drum all vibrated in consent for their auspicious departure. While controlling the rein of the horse was driving the chariot along the way, an unembodied voice addressed him. Unembodied voice, Akashvani, addressed him, O foolish rascal! The 8th child of the woman you are carrying will kill you. O foolish rascal! The Akashvani हुई, 8th child of woman you are carrying will kill you. आकाशवाणी ऐसी हुई कि जो 8वां बालक होगा देवकी का वो तुम्हें मार देगा. Kansa was condemned personally in the Bhoja dynasty because he was envious and also sinful. Therefore, upon the hearing this omen from the sky, he caught hold of his sister's hair and also hair with his left hand and took off his sword with his right hand and also severed her head from her body. Wanting to pacify Kans, who was so cruel and also envious that he was shamelessly ready to kill his sister, the great soul Vasudev, who was to be father of Krishna, spoke to him in the following words. I just want to preach this all things what what Vasudev said to Kansa in my next video. So thank you so much for listening me. I hope you all can understand. And if you are having any question, any doubts, then please kindly put a comment. So thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Radhe Radhe.